Shalom, shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, the Jam Master, rule and teach well in scripture, and salutations to the Akim that are doing this work in truth and faith and in all sincerity. Today's lesson is going to be about the CHIP technologies, more specifically the biometric technologies that's going on right now as we speak. And so with that being said, the information and the word goes out to you Negroes, Latinos, you Native Americans, okay, and also you speckled bird that are out there that, do in fact believe in a true doctrine of the Most High, Yahweh, and the Most High Son, Yahweh Shai. And bloodline goes back to that of the patriarch of the 12 tribes of Israel. Now, with that being said, without further ado, let's go into this one article that happened. This is a skit on the EES, the new entry-exit system in Europe, EES, big effects on immigration. Now, we all know what this devil's trying to do. And so what this devil will accomplish is the CHIP, okay? But to get his agenda completely off the ground, Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, is not going to allow that. And so with that being said, let's go ahead and play that.
And in this video, you'll learn everything you need to know about it. Hello everyone, my name is Gerard. I'm the marketing responsible at immigrationspain.es, and in this video, as we've said, we're going to talk about the new entry-exit system in Europe, also known as the EES. So the first thing that we need to answer is, what exactly is the EES? Well, the EES is a new system that will completely change the way in which you travel into Europe and cross its border. Basically, we are talking about a self-service kiosk that will replace the official at the border control who manually check your information. It will completely replace that worker and instead give you, as a foreigner traveling to a new country, this self-service kiosk in which you will be able to manually do this process by yourself. Who exactly will this measure affect? Basically, we are talking about non-European Union citizens traveling to the Schengen area, both those who need a short-term visa, but also those who do not need a visa because their country has an agreement with any of the Schengen area countries. If you're a non-European Union citizen traveling to the European Union, trying to cross the Schengen area, then this system will apply and you'll be facing this self-service kiosk when crossing the Schengen area borders. The aim of this new system, this new security, is twofold. From the one hand, its aim is to protect and strengthen the Schengen area borders, basically by detecting with more ease fake IDs, fake passports, while at the same time preventing illegal immigration. And on the other hand, it also has the aim.
Now pay attention for the excuse that they're using is to perform or to prevent illegal immigration. And you have to understand that this devil is not clear on his intention. His intention is to have this CHIP, this motb, okay, running so he can grasp full control over the current system that we live in and also over the people. Okay.
Of making and ensuring faster queues Why? Because if you are able to detect those travelers who are already being recognized, in which everything is perfect, they will be able to speed the process up and ensure a faster queue when crossing the borders. But among all, maybe the most important novelty, the most important measure that the EES is going to bring is the elimination of the physical stamp on your passport that will be completely replaced by a digitalized system. Make sure to stay until the end of this video because you'll learn what the impacts of this new measure will have on immigration. Before moving to how exactly this EES system works, make sure if you haven't done so to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're posting new videos every single week, so if you haven't done so, subscribe now and stay tuned. So how does exactly the entry-exit system work? So basically, up till now, we had two streams of data. From the one hand, we had your passport with all your traveling information, and then we had the worker at the border, the official worker who was checking that your information matched with the registry. Now, technology will completely replace the work of this public worker and instead include a self-service kiosk that will automatically check all your information and make sure you are and you comply with all the requirements and you are within a registry. So here we have two main blocks that make and enable the operations of this entry-exit system. From the one hand, we have a shared biometric system that is a database that will be shared among all countries within the European Union, within the Schengen area, in which all the information of...
You have to understand that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is doing this for the fruition of his word. Okay. And let's go on to 2nd Ezra chapter 15. Verse 15. And it reads, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." And so the people that are standing up to fight against another are exactly what you see in the podium, of this particular stage that we call a society. This will be the onslaught or the motion into the sea hip. And what comes along with the motion of the sea hip is everything that Yahweh Shai has mentioned. Okay. The sedition among men, the total collapse of the economy, the breaking up of the household, so on and so forth. Again, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 15. "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another." These are your political agendas. That's out the leftists versus the righters. Okay. Civil unrest. Every facet is going to be against one another. "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another." Now, what will cause one to evade another? And the answer is clearly simple and easy. The lack of resources will cause one people to invade another people. And on a larger scale, war. But on a smaller scale, the lack of resources. This economy has to crash in order for that to be in full effect. We're coming into the time now where they shall not, 16, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. Verse 17. And this is the point. A man shall desire to enter into a city and shall not be able. They're going to shut everything down. They want this to happen. So understand that. And who's pulling the strings on Esau Edom? Well, it's the Most High that's pulling the strings on Esau Edom. And again, 2/3 of our people have to be destroyed. Prophecy must be fulfilled. Because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. What's going to cause that? There's no more 911. There's no more social structure. This will be the fruition of this prophecy when this happens. And so, as Esau Edom is trying to slowly bring this new world order into the present world that we live in, even though he's trying so hard to have it done in a smooth and easy facet, it won't be, and I speak as a man, but I believe that there will not be anything smooth about what's going to happen. There's something that the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, is going to do that's going to make this very rough. He wants to have this transition to be very smooth, and it's just not. It's not going to be smooth at all. At some point, whatever plans that Esau Edom has, for how he wants this place to transition smoothly, is just not going to do it. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to put a monkey wrench in the plans of Esau Edom. And there's nothing that Esau Edom can do about it. It's going to be so bad out here that if you're not of the hopeful elect, you're going to crumble.
Travels will be stored, and then we have this self-service kiosk that will take the information, make sure that the information registered at any of the borders is matching with the information that is in this general database. Make sure to understand that this new self-service kiosk or any similar or related system that is going to be implemented in order to check your travel information will apply both to airports, so travelers who come by air, but also to those who come by sea or land. So what difference?
So Esau Edom think he's got all his bases covered. He don't understand that there's a judgment at the end of this progression. And a judgment and enforcement moves against Esau Edom and those that are attached to him.
Will you experience as a traveler from now on once this system is fully implemented? Well, as we said, once you arrive at the border control, instead of facing a public worker, what you'll encounter is a self-service kiosk. This kiosk, what will do is three different things. First of all, it will scan your face. Then it will also scan your passport so it can retrieve information such as your name, date of birth,
biometric entry exit system,
etc. And then it will also register biometrics from 4 of your fingers from your right hand. Apart from that, the system will also store when exactly, the exact date, and in which country you entered the Schengen area. This is very important because your entry will be completely tracked and this information will be shared to the general database that we've mentioned before, so that all Schengen area countries have that information in their systems. So as we said, once the system is fully implemented, the stamp on your passport will be completely eliminated, and that is possible because the system will online register your entry into the country and place a digital entry stamp. Hence, no more stamping your passport. Your physical passport won't serve the purpose of demonstrating where.
Yeah, no more stamping your passport, but they don't disclose the parts of what's going on. They don't give full disclosure of all the elements that takes part in their agenda. And so one of those elements is to have NWO.
When you enter a specific country, because that data will be automatically stored in this general European Union database. Now let's move to a really important section, which is what will the effects of the EES, the entry-exit system, will have when it comes to immigration. As we've said, physical stamps on passports will disappear. And this has one important consequence, which is that you'll need to 100% comply with the 90.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
They rule. Up till now, foreigners who travel to the Schengen area knew that during the period of 180 days, they could just stay in the country, in any of the Schengen area countries, for example, Spain, for a maximum of 90 days. And if they wish to stay for longer, they had to apply for residency or exit the Schengen area, wait for 3 months, and then be able to come back again. What many of those foreigners did was to renew their passport, because then they would be eliminating the date in which they entered the Schengen area. But that is no longer possible. Why? Because there's no physical stamp on your passport. The EES system will automatically register when and where you enter the Schengen area. Hence, all foreigners will have to 100% and strictly comply with the 90-day rule without this possibility of renewing the passport to eliminate that proof of entry. This is one important consequence that this system will have on immigration, but there's a second one, which is that refusals, denials of entry, will be also stored within your profile and considered in the future in case you re-attempt to enter any of the Schengen area countries. Hence, it's very important that before traveling to any European country, you make sure to comply with all requirements. In our YouTube channel, you have information about how to do it properly, because otherwise a denial can imply.
Lamentations chapter 4, verses 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For those pine away stricken through for want of the fruits of the field. This man is diabolical. He's evil. And if you had any shred of hope. Don't trust this man in anything that he says or does. He is the wicked. He is programmed to be wicked.
Big consequences in the future. And finally, when exactly will this system be finally implemented? Well, we're seeing how many countries are starting to implement these systems, and you can find them in any of their borders. Nevertheless, this is still in process. It's estimated that during the end of 2023 and beginning of 2024, this system will be finally in place, fully operating. And
now with this system that's going to be a thing in the near future, if you're a heathen, it won't matter if you receive the C-hip or not. You are not bound to any contract that the Lord has set forth. Therefore, rather you take it or rather you don't take it, all judgment is up to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Ultimately. So with that being said, those that are of Israel, also those of the circumcision, if you take this, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. The Lord has a special anger towards the 2/3.
Replacing what was used before, which was a more manual entry registration process. Stay tuned, we'll be updating with all the latest information about this process. Make sure to check before traveling that you meet all requirements, because from now on those will be even more important. Subscribe if you haven't done so, because we'll be updating you with all the information that you need to know about this system, about immigration, about moving to Spain and getting your residency. And for any other type, send us an email at info@immigrationspain.es. See you in the next one.
I close out here giving all praises again. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Rakar Kadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders, GMS. All the brothers Akim out there that are still fighting this fight until the end, whether it be unaliving or whether it be the kingdom. And with that, Shalom.